Welcome aboard, listeners. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Skyliner Reviews.
That was really bad timing.
Gabrielle is already bored of what is happening tonight. My name is Ashley. I am joined by my lovely wife, Gabrielle.
That's me.
That's her. We are here tonight. What's up, Steve? We are here tonight on account of Eric losing power. So, Eric, my friend, thank you for losing power tonight and giving us the extra opportunity to give you guys some news because, frankly, there's been a lot of news coming out. I didn't think I'd have much to write about, and then I got like a page and a half in, and I was like, oh, I actually have a lot to say tonight. So, we're going to start off with, well, first and foremost, since Eric cannot be here, catch Eric and Tim on the Pop Culture Pros Network website, just like you are here. They host the Just Too Sweet show. They host the A to Z show. The Just Too Sweet show is going to record tonight, and unfortunately, I don't know why Eric lives in New York, and New York's weird, so they lost power. So catch Eric and Tim. I'm not sure when they're going to record again, but typically they record tonight on Tuesday nights at 8:30. So shout out to them.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Tim wanted to trade, and I was like, no, I'm keeping my spot. You're just going to hear me twice this week.
I hear you every single day of my life.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Anyways, just to start off, he lives in upstate New York in a town of 12, says Steve. He's also like 106 years old, according to Steve, so I'm not really sure what to believe from this man. We're going to start off with life updates, trip updates, and stuff like that. I had to start off with the fact that we're getting a cat tomorrow. After, how many years have we been together?
4 years.
After 4 years of saying I hate cats, I convinced Gabrielle to get a cat. Picking him up tomorrow.
See, you can't just gloss over that. That makes no sense. For 4 years, you have hated my cat, and I've hated the idea that I wanted to get another cat. And then 3 days ago, you decided that you need this specific cat you
He's
saw
so
on
cute.
Facebook.
He's so cute. He needs a home.
4 years, my friends. 4 years. We hated cats.
Gabrielle said, can we name him Anthony after Tony Stark? And I said, no, but we can name him Jarvis. And Gabrielle said, you know what? Let's get a cat and let's name it Jarvis. So, picking our little guy up tomorrow. The kids have no idea. It's going to be a fun surprise to them. We're going to let them pick out some toys under the disguise that we will be picking them up for our new cat.
Our old cat.
Yeah, sorry, our old cat. And then, yeah, we'll be getting a cat. It'll be fun. Trip updates. I didn't think we had any, but I guess we have a few. My first update is we don't want to stay at Pop Century, but we really want to stay at Pop Century.
This is news to me. I thought we wanted to stay at Pop Century.
Well, like, you and I always during the week are like, but we could stay at, like, Art of Animation. And they're like, no, we should just stay at Pop Century. Like, I feel like this is a weekly thing with us. So, like, we don't want to stay at Pop Century, but, like, we want to stay at Pop Century. You know what I mean?
No, I don't understand what you mean, actually. We agreed on Pop Century, and
sometimes
now you're deciding that we don't want to stay at Pop Century.
This is all breaking news for Gab. Breaking news. Gab has no idea what the hell is going on tonight. Fun fact.
Correct.
Yeah, so I was just saying that, like, we always go back and forth on our resorts, but we always end up sticking to the resort that we intend on staying on. I kind of want a character dine. Now that character dining's back, I figure we hit that one later, but I know we probably won't. And like I said, pardon me, we'll cover that more later. We have paid out a good chunk of our trip thanks to the Target gift card bonus. Gabrielle, the Target expert, do you want to explain what that is?
You can buy Target gift cards to pay for your Disney trip. They are actually Disney gift cards from Target with your Target Red card and get 5% off. Which, like, in the grand scheme of things, for our, like, $4,000 trip, we only got, like, $200 off, but it's still nice. A good chunk off.
Makes you feel good when you're buying them.
Yeah. Except our local Target has not had the $100 gift cards in months, so we buy, like, $20, $50 gift cards. We have a good stack of gift cards right now.
Gabbie checked out the other day, and she did self-checkout, and the lady was like, that's like $1,000, right? Gabbie was like, yeah, I know, you need more $100 gift cards.
They do. I'm going to try another Target next time, see if they have some gift cards for us.
Atta girl. It's a really good deal, and if you ever want to go on a trip to Disney, we highly recommend it. Target, I know, has a deal. Costco has a deal, and I think Kroger has one too. Not really sure how those other two work, so we are just familiar with the Target deal.
That is correct.
Our kids really want to build droids over at the Droid Depot. They've been playing with Gabs and taking an interest in Gabs' droids. She's built an R2 unit and a BB unit. And now every time we talk about Disney, they ask, when are we going to build a droid? Is that where we're going to build a droid? And while, like, it sounds like a really cute idea,
those droids cost $100 each.
Yeah, and, like, in my head, they're just going to break them.
I don't know. I like the droids are a lot more of a toy than I feel like the lightsabers are. Like, they're remote control droids, so you can get them out and drive them around. But our boys will be 4 and 5, and I feel like that is too young to know how to drive a remote control anything, let alone $100 remote control vehicle.
So in the Star Wars, the Star Tours dump shop, it was called Tatooine Traders, but I'm not really sure what it's called now. They have where you can, like, build a droid, but they're, like, this big. But, I mean, it's still building a droid to them, and they won't know. I mean, they will know the difference. But we think that's what we're going to go with, and I think we're going to let them build a lightsaber, too, alongside it.
The cheap lightsabers.
Yeah, the real cheap lightsabers. Maybe we can get some cute pictures out of Galaxy's Edge, too, with those lightsabers.
We'll see.
If they don't hurt each other before that. Yeah, so, and in the last few weeks, we've really been trying to support cast members through a Facebook page called Ear to Each Other.
Ear for each other.
Sorry, Ear for Each Other. It's where back when COVID started, it was a Facebook page created for all of the laid off cast members for them to display their many talents and maybe make some money off of whatever they do. I've talked about it before, but on our previous trip, we ordered some cupcakes from a bakery. A girl, she was a baker. It was Storybook Delights. The cupcakes were delicious. We're actually ordering cake pops from her next time because we could not make our way through those cupcakes if we tried.
Correct.
So we're going to get some cake pops. And there's also, Gab just sent it to me the other day, but there's I assume a person, I'm not sure if it's a girl or a guy, the popcorn buckets that you get at Disney, they fill them up with, like, goodies and stuff like that. So we're thinking about getting one of those too, just to A, have a cool present in our room for the kids, and B, have a refillable popcorn bucket to carry around the parks, because what are refills, like $2.99, $3.99?
They're $2.25.
Yeah. So yeah, that is what we have been doing with our trip so far. We're at like 130 some days right now. So here in about a month and a half, we'll be starting to really look at our advanced dining reservations and picking those out, and maybe character dining too. We'll have to see. Oh, darn it. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about my good friend Lee over at Orlando for Families. Lee runs a stroller company in Orlando. Basically, if you're going down to Orlando with your kids, you don't want to take a stroller on the plane through the airport, but you just want it for the parks. Lee will hook you up. If you mention that Skyliner View sent you over, he'll probably hook you up with a pretty good discount too. He will drop the stroller off at your resort and pick it up at your resort when you're done. He also has extra cots, pack and plays, and he'll also throw in some free park maps too. when you make your reservation. Lee's a super cool dude. He has great customer service. I talked to him on the phone a few times last week. He seems like a good time. So yeah, check out Orlando for Families. Rent those strollers. Get those maps. Those maps are really cool to have just for like decorative things. I like to, what's the word I'm looking for? Mod Podge them onto like light frames. What's the word I'm looking for?
Covers?
Light switch covers. Yes, thank you. Light switch covers. Words are hard tonight. And just do various things like that. So, check them out. Orlando for Families. They also have a YouTube page called Theme Park Ohana, where they just go in the parks and they have fun and they give their opinions on things. Lee also goes to a place called Character Warehouse. Gabrielle and I love Character Warehouse. It's basically a wholesale outlet for Walt Disney World. They send all of their stuff there that's kind of going out of season. And it's at a super discounted rate. I mean, we've gotten things there for super cheap that we still use today. Hell, half this room is probably from that place. So, check out Theme Park Ohana. And that's my shameless plug for this episode. Would you like to get to the news?
Only if you want to.
Yeah, we can. First bit of news, as most of you might saw, the Florida judge struck down the CDC's recommendation to extend the mask mandate on public transportation, therefore making masks optional for airplanes, public transportation, anything like that. So Disney World officially today is maskless, I guess you could say. I mean, masks are optional. But before today, you had to wear a mask on the monorails and the buses, and now you don't because they got rid of the mask mandate. Certain airlines have only done that right now. I've been checking our airlines. We're flying Frontier and Allegiant, and they haven't said anything about wearing a mask. But also, I kind of scoured their websites, and it also doesn't say anything about not wearing a mask. So
We still have like 5 months too.
yeah, even with the way things are, by the time our trip comes around,
I'm sure there'll be another wave.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Next bit of news. Ron DeSantis, who is an asshole, is basically trying to get rid of Disney's Reedy Creek. Sorry, I'm gonna have to borrow your iPad here. He's trying to get rid of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. He's mad that Disney took a stand towards the Don't Say Gay bill. Kind of voiced their opinions on it. He's mad. He's a little pouty. So he's saying he's going to terminate Reedy Creek Improvement District. I don't know why I keep looking. I know what that is. The Improvement District is basically like what makes Walt Disney World able to operate as its own government, as its own city. Landowners, aka Walt Disney World, they're responsible to pay for the cost to provide, public transportation, electric, water, all those things, so that the taxpayers and the surrounding apartment complexes and residents and stuff like that don't have to worry about it. So they're trying to come to a deal. Little Ronnie is just coming out guns a-blazing, and I mean, he's been all talk for now, so not concerned about it. He's just a big baby and mad that Disney doesn't agree with his shit opinions.
Most importantly, though, we're moving on. I don't really know who this Ronnie boy is.
Asshole.
Character meet and greets are back in full swing. There's no more divider. There's no more pictures from a distance. You can get up and close and personal with your favorite characters. Not all of them, though, because you can only meet certain people. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, so character meet and greets are back. You can hug Mickey, you can hug Minnie. Although the first day, I would not want to hug Mickey because literally everyone else is hugging Mickey, and that's gross.
Literally everyone is hugging Mickey every single day.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seemed gross to me. Who knows if we'll hug Mickey when we go? I probably will.
As you were saying, character dining is back to normal. I don't know what it was like before. I am not a fan of character dining.
So before character meet and greets are back, character dining was just like Minnie would stand 5 feet up from over there and just wave at you. And
oh yeah, and I remember the Beast would just kind of walk out and spin in a circle and go back in.
Yeah, but now they go table to table. They're meeting, they're greeting, they're taking pictures, they're signing autographs. You name it, they're probably doing it. I was watching a YouTube video today on paging Mr. Morrow and at Hollywood and Vine, Minnie came and like sat at his table with him and like tried to eat his meal and was like doing cute things in the camera. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, and that kind of makes me want to go and character dine with our kids. Gabrielle made a good point that we're just paying like hundreds of extra dollars for that meet and greet when we can go see them all, and they're all already paid for. So she'll probably win that one. But if we could squeeze in like an Ohana breakfast and Lilo and Stitch are back, that would be awesome. Did I put anything else about these? Oh, Galaxy's Edge characters, they're still somewhat socially distanced, but I feel like that's just like how that goes. Like Rey and Chewbacca and all them are just kind of like walking around. The Stormtroopers and Kylo kind of do their thing up on that stage. I don't think that was ever meant to be like a socially distanced meet and greet. I just feel like that's how they operate there.
You put that this makes PhotoPass worth it, and I don't agree with that. We got PhotoPass both of our last 2 trips when there was no character meet and greets, and I still feel like it was worth it.
Yeah, I don't know, like, yeah. I don't know how to, like, describe the things that are in my head, but, like, previously we just kind of had, like, someone else take our picture on our phone, and, like, it would have been fine, but we still paid for PhotoPass. But now, like, we get our picture with characters, and like a cast member can take it, so that kind of makes it worth it to me.
Previously
on.
One, I am not handing my phone to a random stranger at Disney World and just hoping that they take a good picture. Like we always use the cast members because they have the nice cameras and they have all the fancy settings and they're going to get the right angles. And then you also do the magic shots.
I was about to say the magic shots.
And there's pictures like everywhere that you wouldn't even think of stopping to take a picture at.
I wonder how our kids are going to receive that. Like, we went with your brothers. They hated life. So
They
I'm hoping
have always hated having their picture taken.
Yeah, so I'm hoping our 2 boys are cool about it.
Yeah, as long as they take a few pictures, or they can stand to the side and we can take all the pictures.
They can just watch.
I really don't care. If they're going to pout the whole time, then I'm going to get the good pictures.
There you go. Character couples have returned. I guess that's something I didn't notice. Like, Festival of Fantasy, there was Belle and Beast, and all of them. I guess they weren't together, and I didn't realize that.
Fake fan.
Kinda. I mean, fake fan of character or Festival of Fantasy right now because they've left us a bunch of stuff out. So, not fan.
Whatever. Move on.
Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind previews. They're live. People have some shit to say about them, but most of it has been good. I've watched a few TikToks, read a few things about it. Basically, people are saying, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, please mute this. Please fast forward if you're listening to us on podcast. Do what you gotta do. But people are saying that it's just Space Mountain on crack. The motion of it is a lot more smooth, but yeah. The villain has been revealed as Essos?
I have no clue.
I don't remember who it was, but it's the villain from whoever from Marvel Eternals. So yeah, they've been great. I know the first day Gabrielle and I watched a video, and a cast member went to Epcot for their preview, and they had to wait 3 hours in line just to rent it, and that sounds miserable.
I mean, if you're a cast member, it's not like this is the one and only time you can go to Disney.
Yeah.
If this was like my big trip, I would not wait 3 hours in line for it, but for them, it's just another day.
Yeah, they don't have anything better to do. They released the soundtrack for it. It's all just music that you would expect from Guardians of the Galaxy, but the article I read, it had like a bunch of songs, and at the bottom was 9 to 5 Dolly Parton, and it was crossed out, so that sucks, because that would have been so fun to listen to Dolly Parton in there. Like I said, transitions are smooth, so I have motion sickness, and that's something that I do worry about when I ride attractions, and from what I was reading, people with motion sickness don't have any problems on it, so that will be exciting.
I'm still not riding with you the first time.
Why?
Because you ruined the experience for me.
Why?
when we rode Flight of Passage, and you literally threw
That's
up in your
enough.
mouth.
That's enough.
I had to sit there next to you trying to enjoy my ride, knowing that you had thrown up.
You gotta do what you gotta do to ride Flight of Passage, you know? Flight of Passage. So yeah, looking forward to more previews being released of Cosmic Rewind. I'll be on the lookout for those POVs. I will 100% ruin it for myself. Caitlin, who was on last week, is writing it, I believe, on Thursday. So she'll be able to talk to us about it, and I'm excited to see what she thinks about it as well, because she was a cast member at Space Mountain, so we'll see what she thinks.
She was?
Yeah.
Where is she now?
I'm not going to talk about that on this podcast. There are people that will listen. They don't need to go hunt down Caitlin.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Caitlin.
We'll talk about it after. Tron Light Cycle. This has just been one big joke to the entire Walt Disney World Company and everyone who's a fan of it, because they've been building it for 6 years, it feels like?
I have no clue.
It's been a long time.
I'm going to fact check that while you talk.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 years. So, they began train testing for it, and it was full speed train testing. So hopefully that leads to some good things, although Gabrielle and I have already decided that we're going to be real pissed if they announced any type of previews or openings for the time we are down there. I would rather not deal with the people there, although they will all be riding Tron and not anything else. So that could either be good or it could either be bad.
It says June 16th, 2016 is opening date.
Yeah, so
I don't know if
been
they
6 years.
started it in 2016, but also I take 2 years out of that because COVID happened.
Meh. Yeah.
Still 4 years is too long.
And it's not done yet. They still don't have the canopy on all the way yet.
Oh, that's a lie. That was the Shanghai version on June 16th. It was originally scheduled to open fall of 2021.
Thanks a lot, COVID. So yeah, you can see vehicle testing. Super excited for that. It's supposed to be a literal copy and paste from Shanghai. Have you seen the Shanghai one?
Nope.
Oh, it looks really cool. Kind of excited for it, but not going to be in a hurry to ride it, because just like Ratatouille, it's just the same as the park it's coming from. Expedition Everest has been closed for a long time.
They do this every year, though.
They do. And it opened. It opened a day early, and on that day everything went fine, and the next morning they went to open it, it would not open, and it had a downtime. But it's open. No, the Yeti is not fixed. Yes, they did fix the strobe light that's on it, though. Other than that, same old Expedition Everest.
Love that.
Do you think they'll ever fix the Yeti?
Nope.
I respect that.
Good talk.
Last thing that I have. Well, I guess there's also Disneyland released. These are all Disneyland things now. Disneyland released actual pictures of the Main Street Electrical Parade. Did you see those?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, who are you? I'll have to show
I
you.
work my life away.
I do too. I just don't work at work. And if you're my boss listening to this, I absolutely work. But good news is that the pictures that they posted look exactly like the concept art. Those Mary Blair dolls are adorable. And I think the Disney Parks social media team posted today to tune in tomorrow for a special on their Facebook page, their TikTok, everything, at 8:30 California time, 11:30 Eastern time. I don't know where the hell you are. And they didn't say what it was, but everyone's assuming it's the Main Street Electrical Parade. So if I could stay up past 10 o'clock, I'd probably watch it, but catch it in the morning. Lastly, Tarzan's Treehouse? Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, Tarzan Treehouse, which is the equivalent to Swiss Family Treehouse at Magic Kingdom, is getting an update. They haven't said what they're updating it to, but the big rumor is that they are updating it to Encanto. It would have been, is it Antonio's room?
Correct.
Yeah. supposedly they're gonna update it to like when Antonio opens up his door and you see that big jungle and everything's all cool and exotic. So we'll look forward to that. But once again, I'm just asking, why can't they share the love with Walt Disney World? Like, Walt Disney World is getting nothing in Encanto. And this is like the third thing Disneyland's getting. That's Encanto.
Okay, but Disney World also just got the Rat Ride, and they got Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're getting Tron eventually.
No. You know what they got for Encanto? They got a festival booth at Food and Wine. Or Flower and Garden.
Quit complaining.
So, yeah. That's what we have news-wise this week. I don't have anything else. We'll still be live Thursday night at 8:30. I'll have a friend on. He has been eager to talk about Disney deaths, intriguing deaths at Disney World, so he will be on with me. And we'll chat about them. Gabrielle, do you have anything to say?
No, I don't. Actually, I'd like to add, I don't know where it's at. I sent you this TikTok the other day where they made the specialty popcorn with like all the fixings on it. You can get like the different syrups and the different mix-ins. That sounds really good right now.
Is it
Also,
Apple Disney World?
No, wait. We missed some news. You can now at Goofy's, isn't it Candy Co?
Yeah.
You can make your own personalized treats again. You can pick the Rice Krispie treat. They have a cake pop now too.
Oh.
A Rice Krispie treat, marshmallow, cake pop.
Apple?
I don't think apple. But like then you can get it dipped in like milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or white chocolate, and like some different toppings on it. It's one of my favorite things. I love chocolate covered marshmallows, and I only ever get them there. And you couldn't do it because of COVID. You had to pick from their little box, display case. Now you can get your own personalized ones again.
Peace is restored.
That's
the world
my
is
Disney
healing.
news. You're welcome.
That is really fun, though. We always try and get a specialized treat. We do go to Goofy's Candy Co. I always get a Rice Krispie treat with all the white chocolate on it.
I get milk chocolate covered marshmallow. That's it. Sometimes a drizzle on it.
So yeah, we'll get to take the kids to do that and introduce them to one of our traditions. Thank you guys for listening this week. Impromptu episode. We just tried to cover all the news we could. I'm even surprised we hit a half hour. Proud of you.
I'm not. You talk a lot.
You're welcome. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of your week, everyone.